Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Obviously, no smile on my face, or maybe a little smirk, because it's just like I can't believe how embarrassing this team is. The New York Knicks lose in overtime to the LA Lakers, the final score being 129 to 123. The Lakers are only like a few games back from 500 now, but the Lakers have not played good basketball this season. Like LeBron James has had crazy performances of dropping over 40 and they still go on to lose games. So I don't want to hear, oh, they have the better players. Like, yeah, LeBron James is better than anyone on the roster. You could say Anthony Davis as well when healthy. But straight up, they haven't been able to execute games down the stretch. They haven't been able to execute consistently as a ball club. So those other teams have found ways to win. Why didn't we tonight? The New York Knicks flat out need to be better. I'm tired of those excuses. Oh, they have the better players on the other end. Well, I do believe we have good players. They just got to execute better down the stretch. The coach needs to execute better. So that falls on us. Coaching is a huge thing, and I feel like our ceiling is limited, or we're not going to be able to come out with these W's if we don't have good coaching, if we don't draw up good plays, if we don't get stops, if we don't make key defensive plays. And maybe, yeah, the Lakers, they have the better players and they executed better down the stretch. And when the other team has better players and they coach better than you down the stretch, you're going to win because that combination is lethal. Like the New York Knicks have less talent, but we needed the coaching to step up at the end of the day. And the coaching didn't step up. The coaching, which is completely awful. And this is a game that we started off terribly offensively, but we did pick it up. Credit to the New York Knicks for picking it up. But I guarantee if we played any other team, that game would have been over from the start. Or it would have been like the Brooklyn Nets game. I know we came back in that game. You know, we went on our runs to cut it to a three-point game. But the Nets, they're a more consistent three-point shooting team. They're a better coached team. Even though I like what Darvin Ham is doing, just Jacque Vaughn has done an amazing job for the Brooklyn Nets. But you just can't afford to get off those starts. That ancient dinosaur, like, old-ass offense, like, there's no cutting. It's one screen. It's like a handoff. Same play. Like, someone literally made a joke on Twitter. I'm like, I agree. I agree with you. It's like the plays we're running in 7th grade rec league basketball. You know, screen down, screen away. It just feels like that all the time. I don't even know if we do that. But it's just like so hilarious how this team can't play as a collective unit and how there's no consistent ball movement and how there's no true identity for this team. And the coach should be held accountable. Julius Randle should be held accountable for this game. Quentin Grimes is a young player. I thought he was a better shooter than this, though. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Thought he was a better shooter than this. He's been absolutely atrocious. Now I think he's shooting like 34% from 3 after this game, or 35%. His 3-point percentage has definitely dipped. He made some nice reads out there, made some nice defensive plays. But let's start off with Julius Randle. Randle was bad. He wasn't good. Defensively, he wasn't good. The key thing, he rebounded the ball. He's going to rebound the basketball. But he was inefficient, missed a couple free throws, settled for some threes outside on the perimeter. He didn't step up in the fourth quarter. He didn't step up in overtime. He had a huge turnover, which he traveled. He settled for a really bad three in the fourth quarter, which he completely bricked. But luckily, Jalen Brunson was able to put this team on his back. When it looked like the New York Knicks were done, Jalen Brunson, 2 key buckets driving to the basket. He was mentally tough in this game. Made a very nice pass to Quentin Grimes inside. This is the thing with Julius Randle. Can we count on him in big games? Or this maybe wasn't even a huge game. Like, yeah, it's a huge game like for us, but I'm talking about like competition-wise. Like the Lakers executing, they're not even in the playoff race right now. Or they're starting to get there, but they haven't been a consistently good team this season. But Randle defensively made some of the most boneheaded, just IQ plays. It was just disgusting. It was just awful to watch. When LeBron James got it, maybe it was top of the key or a little bit on the left wing, that he leaves LeBron like wide open. And it's not even like he was guarding someone else. It was just like he was near LeBron and he didn't even get a hand up. I don't know what happened there. LeBron hit a huge three. That was in the fourth quarter. Obviously, we were able to overcome it. But Jalen Brunson had to overcome a lot of things. Quickly had some key... Quickly, by the way, it's been freaking amazing. Like, for at least a month straight, or after that really rough patch at the beginning of the season. Quickly's played some damn good basketball. What do you have? 8 assists, 18 points. Got some key buckets for us. Played some tough defense. Read the passing lane very well. He stripped Dennis Schroeder, and then was able to get out in transition. But Schroeder also was trying to call a timeout, so maybe it was impressive, maybe it wasn't. But Randall had very bad awareness on that LeBron 3, and then another play, first bucket of overtime for the Lakers that really set the tone is when they're able to throw it inside to LeBron. Like, yeah, okay, you allowed the pass for LeBron to get it in the interior. Now be aware and try to block the shot. Wasn't even aware that the ball went over his head. You know, when Jalen Brunson literally put the team on his back in the fourth quarter. And Jalen Brunson, he does over dribble, but he's just such a professional scorer of the basketball. We have to live with it. I know it doesn't look good when he has like occasional off nights, but he made a key read in this game. He made reads when it mattered most. He got buckets when it mattered most, so I don't think there should be any Jalen Brunson slandering tonight. And just like those prototypical pass first point guards, they're really rare nowadays anyway. They're really rare. But don't get me wrong, when you're a point guard, you should know when to give up the ball. You should know when to make that extra pass, but he had it tonight. 37 points was insane. But so Jalen Brunson's cooking the entire fourth quarter. He's cooking when it matters most. But this coach, Tom Thibodeau, we're going to be getting into the other things, don't get me wrong. Tom Thibodeau throws it inside of Julius Randle. He's like, oh, you have LeBron James? Oh, we have our LeBron James too. It's Julius Randle. Throws it into Julius Randle. Julius Randle goes to work. There's help side. Someone's helping him on defense. Where Anthony Davis, I think, is initially guarding Julius Randle. Then LeBron helps out. Brunson was open with like 2 seconds left, but he didn't make the read because his IQ doesn't step up when it matters. And he doesn't even get a shot off. We go to Julius Randle. We go to freaking Julius Randle. Someone who's a talented player, but I'll continue to say he's a talented player. He's going to rebound. He can make nice reads. But can he make reads when it matters most? Because IQ step up when it matters most. Can you count on him to take the right shots when it matters most? It comes down to his basketball IQ, and I can't trust it. And I don't think we should trust it. We've seen it seem more bad than good down the stretch of basketball games. But what a terrible play design that was anyway by Tom Thibodeau. Just absolutely disgusting, absolutely awful. So Randall's playing bad tonight, but we have to hold Tom Thibodeau accountable. RJ Barrett, most of the fourth quarter he didn't play in overtime. He just straight up benched RJ. RJ didn't play good. Don't get me wrong, he didn't play good. There was literally a play, got the ball. He was like jab stepping, just stripped out of his hands. And RJ should be held accountable. I don't think he should be babied. It's year 4 in the league. It's year 4. We could talk about the system, how he's a third option, and all that. But you look at his skill set compared to Randall and Brunson, yeah, he should be the third option. He should be the third option if we're being real. If we are being real. And again, we could talk about the system, the way he's utilized. I don't think he's utilized completely right. When it comes to, I think there should be more movement, but also third overall pick, you expect him to have better shot creation, knock down the shots that he does create for himself. He can get to that fadeaway. He can sometimes can create, but he doesn't consistently knock them down. 3-point shots just need to fall. They just need to fall, and he has been not a consistent 3-point shooter. He hasn't. I love RJ. Seems like he's committed, wants to be a good player, and I'm not saying he's not a good player. But it's just like he's been so inconsistent. And I'm not gonna say he's been crazy inconsistent, but we need more than good game of stretches. Then it's just like good game of stretches. Like we need more than that. And he does get touches, but the key thing is also he needs touches when he's like getting it going. Like when he did start getting it going in this game, subbed out. Doesn't get the basketball, subbed out. So it's also on Tibbs looking down on my paper, oh, who should I take out in this moment? So don't get me wrong, RJ he had some nice moments defensively, but he shot it bad from the outside. I'm tired of this as well. When he gets a rebound, doesn't even keep his head up consistently to distribute the ball. It's just like I'm putting my head down, going to the basket. It doesn't matter who's at the basket. It doesn't matter what personnel. He's way too predictable. The basket could be right here, by the way, but he takes off from all the way over here, and he just takes bad angles as well when he's driving to the basket. Just when you think he's developing as a finisher, he just doesn't finish as well. His handle still needs work. If he wants to be one of those top options, you need to have better shot creation. You have to be less predictable. And Randall, do I still think he's a long-term guy here? No, and I think he's a good player. But even Randall has a go-to move of that fadeaway. He finds ways to consistently draw fouls. RJ does have that rip-through move. but Randall has the step back as well, which he's able to have enough elevation off of it. It's little things like that. Does he have enough elevation or lift on his shot to get those shots off as well? But when Randall's playing bad, you just like straight up bench RJ too. Like there needs to be, everyone deserves to be able to count. If Randall's playing bad or RJ's playing bad, it's just like, yeah, let me sit RJ, or do you play them both? Like I'm not a coach at the end of the day, but it's what an awful game. Like down the stretch when there was a huge sequence as well, the game looked like it was going away. But yeah, Randall has the travel. Westbrook hits a dagger bank shot, which hurt even more. Who's someone who's not known as a shooter, and he's definitely shot that bank shot in his career. He plays really hard. I've always respected Westbrook, but that just hurt because Westbrook's just like a meme nowadays. Hartenstein takes a three in a moment that we did need a three. Someone who's made maybe like 3 threes all season hasn't shot a three in like a month when it mattered, and he's not a 3-point shooter. You look at the Clippers days, he took threes in non-pressure situations. There shouldn't even be pick and pop designs for him because he's not a consistent 3-point shooter. He's just straight up not a 3-point shooter. I'm sorry, he's not. But yeah, quickly, credit to him. Got big buckets. He was a beast tonight. McBride came in, played some solid defense. Obi, this poor dude, he hits a three for us to give us a 1-point lead. He played some decent defense on LeBron. You know what? You're subbed out. You're barely going to play. Again, we could talk about the limitations in his game, but even when he is playing well, Thibodeau just hates this man. He just hates him, and it's just unacceptable. It's bad. But the interior defense needed to be better. I thought they were able to like get into that mid-range sometimes. Neither of these teams really shot very well from three, but when there was a time it looked like we were going on this run, Max Christie hit like a crazy three in the corner that was like off bounds. Like they didn't hit a crazy amount of threes, but when they did, they were big-time threes. That was the problem. And we needed more players to step up. When RJ's completely benched, is not a good sign. When Randall's off offensively, not a good sign. And someone you can't count down the stretch. Jalen Brunson, quickly. Hartenstein, I didn't think that was that good defensively, but he also had like some timely shots. How about the amount of tip? Actually, give credit to Hartenstein. He had like 2 tip outs. We had like 4 straight offensive rebounds. This is a low IQ moment when it matters in the fourth quarter. We have like 4 tip outs in a row, and we just continue to shoot threes when we're in the bonus in the fourth quarter. Like that's just bad awareness by the club. Like drive to the basket, draw a foul. Like, we continue to shoot threes. Grimes needs to knock down his three. I thought he was a better 3-point shooter than this. He's a good passer, made some nice reads, solid defensive player, but just like, he's too good of a form to be missing this many threes as well. It's just this team down the stretch. This man, like, you can't count on this offense for 48 minutes. You can't. It's like a one-on-one show. Read and react, as my man from Boys in the Big Apple podcast says. My man Luca, shout out to him. Make sure you subscribe to Big Blue in the Bronx on YouTube. Just so frustrating. So freaking frustrating. Just going through the box score here. Yeah, Randall had 23 points, but he was 6 of 19 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers. Sims, he got into foul trouble early. 13 minutes, 4 fouls. Brunson, 13 of 29, 9 of 9 from the free throw line, 2 of 7 from 3, 37 points, 6 assists. 1 steal, 1 block. Drew so many charges, by the way, as well. What a beast he was when it came to drawing those charges. Drew a huge one on Anthony Davis, to set us up for like the last shot. But, that play design sucked. But RJ, 27 minutes, 5 of 13 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 13 points, 3 fouls. Grimes, 40 minutes, 6 of 12 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 12 points. He had very nice finishes at the basket, but you got to knock down your threes. You got to. Obi, 10 minutes, 3 points, 5 rebounds. Hartenstein, 40 minutes, 16 points, 13 rebounds. He's been picking it up lately. 7 of 10 from the field. McBride, 9 minutes quickly, 39 minutes, 6 of 12 from the field. 2 of 6 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 8 assists, 19 points. Been a stud. Just frustrating. LeBron was amazing. Congratulations to him for passing Mark Jackson, passing Steve Nash, going up on that. When it comes to the assist leaders, what is he, 89 points away from passing Kareem now? Just absolutely insane. But looking at the Lakers box score, Rui Hachimura was really solid, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 1 block, 8 of 12 from the field. LeBron, 28 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, triple-double. Troy Brown Jr. only had 9 points, but I remember him hitting like a huge three. Not like a huge three in the fourth quarter, but whenever it looked like we're building some type of momentum, he had a huge three. Max Christie hit a three, like 6 points, but like he had an important 3 points to stop a run. Westbrook, 17 points. He was efficient, 7 of 13. When Westbrook's having an efficient night and he's 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and only 1 turnover, you're in trouble because you have to make him erratic out there on the floor. But we allowed some offensive rebounds at times as well. But of course, when we get offensive rebounds, we don't know what to do with it. Frustrating. Let me know down below your thoughts. This dinosaur ass offense. But I didn't think the defense was that good either. Don't get me wrong, I thought some of the calls were bad, but I thought that was goaltending in my opinion. Everyone has a different stance on that, but Brunson drew like 4 charges, scored his ass off, made some nice reads. Frustrating. Whenever like someone has a big night for us, we always spoil it by just no one else stepping up as well. Let me know down below your thoughts. Peace out, y'all.